Hey y'all! Your one and only Miley Cyrus is back once again with the Spencer sisters story. Things were getting more complicated, right? Where were we? Oh, yeah. Scarlett was determined to bring keyboard warriors who cyberbullied her and Naomi to justice. And soon, she accomplished just that. But Scarlett was shocked to her core to see a familiar face among them. That's Naomi? What in the world? Even your girl is shooketh. What's gonna happen next? Let's find out in this episode. From the moment their eyes met, Scarlett was completely dumbfounded. Scarlett, Why? How could you, Naomi? Naomi said nothing and just kept her head down, but Scarlett could no longer stand on her own feet. I'm okay. Naomi, a word, please. Why do you look like this? And why you did this? You know what? When those constant waves of comments tormented me, do you know how I kept my head above water? I told myself, I don't really know them. Their words can never hurt me. But I can't wrap my head around the fact that the one hurting me is my own sister. As soon as Athena got news from Scarlett, she dashed to the police station and then arrived in the middle of the sisters' argument. Scarlett, before you call me the worst names in existence, I want you to trust me and know that it's simply how I handle stress. Seriously? Hear me out. I was so happy for you in the beginning, but eventually jealousy just started creeping in. I felt small and insignificant living under the same roof as a head-turning popular big sister. It got worse when people on the internet started comparing me to you, and I felt like I was nothing but a piece of trash. Gradually, I found myself coming to your haters' forum, and that's a slippery slope. Being among them made me feel like I mattered, like those people actually listened to what I had to say. It's like I was finally someone, and I didn't want it to end. Before Scarlett could react, Athena couldn't stop herself from sobbing out loud, and the girls saw her. Mom? To their surprise, Athena suddenly slumped down. It's all my fault. I led you two down this path. Never have Scarlett seen Athena like this, and neither did Naomi. Where had the icy tyrant woman gone? Naomi, you have to stop before it's too late. It will eat you up and swallow you whole. Sorry, Mom, but if you're really my mother, you shouldn't have stopped me when you refused to help me. You could have just let me do whatever I wanted, and I could have figured it out the hard way myself. And from now on, I want to be free from you. I want people to know me as me, Naomi, not your sister. We belong in different worlds. Naomi, I can't even recognize you anymore. Naomi didn't say a thing and was gonna leave, but police officers immediately seized her. Just let it go. Then Scarlett and Athena returned to the suspects' lineup and saw that Finn was still there with an anxious look on his face. Scarlett, where have you been? You okay? Scarlett couldn't hold her anger any longer and screamed at the lineup. See how you've ruined our lives? Happy now? You carelessly threw around that bone-crushing, hateful language just for fun and never paid those on the other end any mind. Now you'll face my wrath. You're Athena Kingsley of Elite Talent Management, aren't you? Why you? Oh, yeah, I am, my mother. Come again? Yeah, she's my mother. Don't act so surprised. Mom, this is Finn, my agency's creative director. I'll go with her. Get home safe, okay? Wait here. I'll get the car. While waiting for Scarlett, Athena and Finn had a little chat. It's a pleasure to meet the famous Ms. Kingsley. I've heard great things about you. Oh, you've made quite a name for yourself as well, Mr. Finn Simpson. Well, that would be exaggerating. I see the way you look at Scarlett. I can tell there's something bubbling under it. She might look like a tough cookie, but she's my sweet, sensitive girl. Treat her well, or I'll crush you into a fine powder and scatter it on Mount Oblivion. You hear me? Yes, loud and clear. And Naomi, that girl's quite a handful, isn't she? Since she's under your management as well, keep an eye on her for me, would you? Yes, ma'am. Can't forget that. Right then, Scarlett halted the car in front of them. Mom, let's go. Finn, you're still here? Well, I'll see you again soon. Bye. Scarlett and her mom didn't say a word the whole way. Perhaps they were both exhausted from today's crazy mess. If it were me, I would just lie down and sleep it off like a log till morning. Unexpectedly, Athena blurted out, Scarlett, could you take me to your dad now? Why so sudden? 'Cause I was still mad and didn't want to see his face. No, the truth is, I'm a coward who wouldn't dare face him. Until today do I have the guts. They drove to her father's hospital room to find him sleeping peacefully. Let me wake him up. It's all right. Let him sleep. Then Scarlett went out to give them some privacy. Remember me? It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? How come we only met again when you can't hear a word I say? Let alone answer. I know you're still mad at me, and I was mad at you, too. But I've learned to live with it. And seeing how well you raised our babies made me feel much more at ease. I've done nothing to help them all these years, yet they turned on each other all because of me. I promise I'll make things right. Trust me. And please, forgive me." Then Athena left right away. But little did she know, her voice did reach him. "If anything happens, call me right this instant, okay?" Right after their goodbye, Scarlet received a text message from Finn. "Wanna go for a walk?" "This is the first time I've been to the beach at night. I love how serene it is. How did you find such a cool place?" "There's so much you don't know about me." Then they sat down for a heart-to-heart talk. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves soothed their jaded souls. Things do be crazy, right?" "Kind of. But you've been so strong." "I'm sorry for dragging you into this. And thank you for staying by my side. It's been a while since I felt this calm. And so long since I saw your carefree smile. By the way, I just saw the news about an influencer contest, which sounds interesting." "Isn't it American Influencer?" "Yeah, I was about to tell you too. Want to sign up?" "Do you think I can win?" "Of course I do. You're good at everything you do, especially messing with me. I mean, my thoughts." "Okay, then where shall I begin? My looks, retake a soft skill course, and... "Enough about work, okay?" Scarlet was taken aback, then went with the flow. They gave each other the sweetest kiss ever. The golden moonlight shining on the shimmering sea made the night even more romantic. "Okay, guys, you've seen enough movies to know what's happening. Shall we talk about Naomi a bit?" After the incident at the police station, she had a mental breakdown for a week straight and isolated herself from the rest. She lived like a zombie in her own apocalypse till one day. "I've dwelled in misery long enough. This calls for a rebirth. Let the best version of me be born." And so she entered her transformation era, invigorated and ready. She even chopped off her long hair and went through minor plastic surgery to add some highlights to her face. "I got the sort of perfect looks down. Nothing will stand in my way of success." Wow, gotta admit, she's kinda rocking this cool new look. Reminds me of my Wrecking Ball era. During this time, Naomi still replied to her mom in Scarlet's messages, but meeting up was still a no-no. The only one she saw regularly was her dad, to whom she could pour out all her thoughts. "I'm much better now. You don't have to come so often anymore. This much back and forth is gonna wear you out." "It's what I wanna do. Anyway, I'll be a bit busy this time around, so I actually can't see you as much. Please rest up so you can come home and celebrate my accomplishments." "All right, you betcha. Better get going then. Don't make them wait." As soon as Naomi left, Mr. Spencer's smile disappeared. His expression was of pure agony. Maybe he's not doing as well as we thought. "Hi, Finn. Long time no see."
"Naomi, you look different, but in a good way."
"Listen, I thought it through. I want to go professional. Help me, will you?"
"Yeah, sure."
"I want to join. No, I'll win this competition." As if on cue, Scarlet appeared. "Naomi?"
"Oh, Scarlet, perfect timing. Naomi, featuring her brand new appearance, is back."
"Do you know how worried I am?"
"Come on, she must have her own reason." "Truce? By the way, Scarlet, have you decided on the influencer contest? Naomi is in it too. The stage is all yours, ladies."
"She's joining too?" "No, two sisters competing against each other in the same competition at this time is like kicking off the Third World War. No thanks, I'm not interested anymore. Losing interest all of a sudden? I want to compete fair and square with you, so put away that patronizing attitude. I don't need it." "No, I don't. I just..."
"Fine, watch me." "Come on, relax. You both win, okay?"
Scarlet and Naomi exchanged sulky looks, but can't hold it for long before bursting out laughing for no reason.
"Come to think of it, Naomi is very much like your mom, full of determination and ambition."
"Yeah, I took after Dad and got the easygoing gene. I guess that happens to every sibling duo." True to her words, Scarlet followed a laid-back lifestyle, which drew lots of fans to her. Now, this is not just a job, but also a passion of hers, sharing good tips and spreading positive energy to everyone. Meanwhile, Naomi was hard at work to be ready for the competition. She tried to grow in every aspect, and pushed herself hard in the gym. She also read tons of books and joined courses to enhance every skill she thought might be necessary. 24 hours a day didn't seem enough. There were days when she worked her butt off till bedtime, and she simply let her body crawl into deep sleep without changing into her PJs or doing her nighttime skincare routine. Still, Athena and Scarlet always kept a worried eye on Naomi.
Naomi, we can help!
"I'm sorry, but I need to focus." "I'm so sorry. I want to make you proud, and I can't afford any distraction." When Scarlet told Finn, he said he'd handle this. Since then, Finn spent more time with Naomi and her advisor, and they became close. Scarlet saw how Naomi brightened up, but couldn't help but feel uneasy. Of course she'd feel that way. Finn's spending less time with her. Scarlet, wake up. Now is not the time for this nonsense. I feel you, girl. There's something I hadn't told you. After that night's big kiss, Finn professed his love, and they became an item. Yay! The competition finally commenced. Scarlet, Athena, and Finn were in the audience awaiting Naomi's performance. Out of the blue, Scarlet got a call from her dad's personal nurse. Scarlet, your dad's condition is getting real bad. You'd better get here now. Should we tell Naomi about this?
Of course we should. Yes, you'll regret not telling her.
Right then, the host announced it's Naomi's turn. Scarlet immediately ran up and dragged Naomi backstage. Naomi, we have to go! It's Dad! He's getting worse, I'm afraid!
What?
Dad, I just saw him a few days ago and he was fine. Why now? I don't know. Scarlet, I'm sorry, but this is my last chance. Please take care of him for me. I have to go. Then Scarlet, Athena, and Finn immediately left, but they were only a few steps away when they saw Naomi black out on stage. At the same time, Mr. Spencer was also fighting his own battle. His prognosis was bad.
We're sorry. We've tried our best.
No! Dad! Please don't go. Dad!
You're awake. Calm down.
What were you dreaming about to be sweating like this?
Dad! Where's Dad?
Then there was a familiar voice from the bed next to hers.
I'm right here. It's truly a blessing that Mr. Spencer's no longer in critical condition. And you fainted on stage and were taken to the ER.
Some time had passed when their dad and Naomi became stable. I couldn't remember the last time we went here together. I still remember how much I hated this place, but now I think it's grown on me. I can kinda appreciate it now. Why did you suddenly want to go home and leave everything behind? I've always wanted to make something of myself, so I chased after something I didn't really understand like crazy. The moment I saw Dad left us for heaven, I felt dead on the inside. Even though it was just a dream, I can now look back and safely say I was wrong all this time. You know, to me, being in show business means creating values for your audience. Fame is sort of a byproduct, not the end result. Being famous feels almost unreal, like a fever dream. Those who flatter us today might turn their back on us the next day. Only familial love will remain till the end unconditionally. Mr. Spencer returned to his beloved diner, and today's special since these four were giving him a hand.
Sit down. I got this. Hey, my help expires today, old man. Enjoy it when you can. I ain't here tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I saw your daughter on TV yesterday. She really is going places.
She's a whole package. A beautiful face and a heart of gold. I saw her on a charity program, too.
Scarlet was still shining bright in her own way. You're actually looking at the receiver of the Influencer of the Year award. But now, she's got another loyal fan for herself. Alright, that's about it, folks. Phew, just telling you guys this story gave me a spinning headache. Luckily, everyone has their own happy ending. Scarlet and Finn are getting engaged next month. Oops, that's not in the script. Shh, I didn't tell you nothing. Being famous seems great and all. But remember, don't let it control you. Comment below if you want to see me in another episode. Mwahs!